Good morning, everyone. It's Ann Varillo here with StampWithAnn.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Auburn, New York. How are you guys on this wonderful Friday? It is Friday, August 15th, and I am not live. I have pre-recorded this because I'm getting ready to go on vacation to Ocean City, Maryland. So lots to do, but I wanted to finish off this week with the last card in my weekly card class kit to go. So if you're not familiar with my weekly card class kit to go, if you spend $45 in my online store, you get a kit that makes 6 cards. So it's 2 of each design. So I usually do 3 cards for the week, and then you'll get enough supplies to make 6 of those cards. I can't do any stamping for you, so this week I am using the Bright Borders stamp set, which is a product that's on the last chance list. It's on sale, so you can, there's a link down below in my description for last chance products. You can check it out there, and I'm also coordinating it with to the point label punch. There you go. But anyways, so if you're watching me on my YouTube channel and you aren't subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe and then hit the little notification bell, little icon, and you'll be notified when I either go live or post new videos. And then same goes on my Facebook page. If you're watching on Facebook and you're not following me yet, make sure you give me a follow. And as always, I appreciate a thumbs up and share as well. So leave me a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. I always love to go back and read the comments and respond as well. So, all right, let's get started. I'm going to pop us on down to my craft table. Let's see here. There we go. So let me just show you real quickly the stamp set. Get that glare off of there. This is the Bright Borders stamp set. So you can see the punch here punches out these borders, and we've got all kinds of sentiments. You can do a thank you card, maybe a gift card from all of us, a happy birthday. Just use one of your sentiments from your other stamps, and I love these little tiny flowers. You know, I didn't even use that in any of the designs, but you could create a background with just those little flowers. So great, great stamp set. This is the To the Point label punch. Let's see my camera. I think that's what it's called. Yes, To the Point label punch. So let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna do some crafting here. I'm gonna put this aside. First, I want to show you guys real quick all the cards that we did. So this is the one we did on Monday. Super easy. I paired that with Peach Pie and Pool Party. You're the best. Thank you. And then this is the one we did on Wednesday. The Future is Bright. Congrats. Great card if you've got a friend that just got a new job or got promoted. You could easily send them that card. And then here is the one we're going to make today. It is a little fun fold. It's super easy. It's the book binding fun fold, so it's really easy to make. So let's go ahead and get started on that. So I'll put these aside. Let me take a sip of my Coke Zero here. Yes, my Coke Zero. Okay, so in your kit, you're going to get everything pre-cut and scored. I didn't score this yet because I want to score it with you online here. Okay, so I've got all my pieces. We're going to do some stamping and some punching. We're going to do some layering. We've got an inside panel. I think these two are the same. Yes. You'll also get in your kit, you'll also get a PDF tutorial that will give you all the measurements of everything. So if you wanted to design another card using a different stamp set, you could use that PDF tutorial as a guide for you. So this one, I'm using the Floral Impressions paper here. And I just want to do something. You guys probably can't see this online. Oops, what was that? That's my ruler. You probably can't see that. But sometimes in your paper trimmer, if you've trimmed the paper this way, on the back side you'll get like a little ridge. Well, I don't like that little ridge. So what I do is I just take my bone folder and I just glide it along that little ridge. And it just softens that up right away so you don't have that little lip. Like this side has it. You can really see it on this side. So anyways, that's what I do. Okay, so let's get started. First, let's go ahead and score this. Since I didn't pre-score it, we are going to, see if I can get this in here. We're going to score this at, let's see, I think I said 4 1/4 and 5 1/2. So 4 1/4, so we're just going to come over here, right to that 4 1/4 line. And you're going to use your scoring blade. Don't use your cutting blade. This is the cutting blade. This is the scoring blade. So we're just going to go ahead and score that right there. Make sure you get a good score line. Then we're going to slide it down to 5 1/2. This is going to be your little bookbind. There we go. So I can put this away. So we've got our bookbind. Just goes like that. Just like that. So let's go ahead. I'm going to lay this flat out. I don't want to use my bone folder yet because it's a little easier to lay it out flat and then you can do your matting. So let's go ahead and put this paper. Let's make sure we get it right side up. Actually, you could have just flipped it. It didn't matter. So I'm going to go ahead and use my multi-purpose liquid glue because I'm a glue girl, okay? I use my Stampin' seal every now and then, but I don't know. I got so used to the glue. My other Stampin' Up! Demonstrator friend, Debbie, she does not like glue, although she's getting better at it. Now this is a tight border, this basic white. It's like an 1/8 inch bigger. This is 4 by 4, and I think this is 4 1/8 by 4 1/8. So, and then we're going to layer this right on top of here, just like that. So you're really getting a small border. Just use my glue. Pretty easy. And I just want a small piece of border of the Fresh Freesia. This is the Fresh Freesia card base. So we're just going to make sure that's adhered nicely. Then we're going to go ahead and this is the opposite side. So I wanted to incorporate a different pattern with this card. It goes together well. So we're just going to adhere that. Just going to put a little bit of glue on there. I'm very excited about my vacation. I just need a little change of scenery. Oops, let's see. That's why I use the glue, so that I can get this on here good. I don't really press it down hard until I know that I've lined it up good. And I think I need it a little bit more this way. There we go. Okay. So now I'm just going to put this right here. Just like that. I did get a little crooked, but it's okay. Once I put my ribbon on there, you won't notice it. There we go. Bring that back into the frame so you can see what we're doing. Okay. Now I can go ahead and crease these. I'm just going to use my bone folder on this one. Then I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to use my bone folder to kind of really get a nice crease on that fold line. So that's your bookbind. But we have to do some ribbon. So I'm just going to cut this, turn this over, just do a little bit of a measurement here. And I don't need much. just going to cut that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tape it on the back side here. Just tape that. So I'm going to flip it over, if I can flip it over. And then I adhere it with just a little bit of Scotch tape. You can use your Stampin' seal if you prefer, but it's just easier for me to just use my Scotch tape. So I just want to flip it over again and make sure that it's straight. So I got it a little bit off here. Okay, so there we go. I'm just going to add a little bit of more Scotch tape. There, let's check that out. So that's our little ribbon. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to tie a bow with this. This is just basic white ribbon. This is good ribbon to have too. If you don't have a particular color that you need, you can always use your Stampin' blends to color this ribbon in, and then you'll have a matching ribbon. So I'm loosening this up a little bit because I want it smaller. And I'm going to do the same thing again. Hold on to that little tie there just a little bit. A little bit more. Because I don't want it too big. And then let's see. I will cut the tails. Just like that. This one's a little too long. There we go. And that'll go nice right here on this side. Okay, but we're not going to put that on yet. We need to adhere this. So what I've done is I went ahead and used my tear and tape. Now, if you have Stampin' Seal Plus, you can go ahead and by all means use that. I wouldn't recommend using glue because it's not going to be strong enough to hold it. So you really want something that's going to be, you know, a little stronger. So I'm just going to do 2 of these on the inside here. Just pop it down. And then I'll use another one. I just kind of measure it slightly and you just tear it. That's why it's called tear and tape. Super easy. There we go. Now I'm going to use my take your pick tool and we're just going to lift this, this side up. And it tears off just like that. Oh, don't put your fingers in it though, because your fingers will get stuck to it. Let's see, did I do that? No, I didn't. There we go. And you just tear that right off. And now we're going to adhere that. Just give it a good press. And we'll put the bow on when we're all finished here. We've got some stamping to do. Let's see, this is the inside. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. Now, all of these cards are pretty easy for beginners too. Now, people get a little shy away from fun folds, but honestly, this is a very good fun fold for a beginner stamper. It's not hard at all. So I'm just going to glue this little strip down. I pop it over to make sure it's lined up good. And then I really seal it. So you can see, oh, it's pretty good. I'm not going to worry about it. I don't want to put it in there yet because we have to stamp on here. All right, let's do our stamping. Put this aside. Okay, we've got this. We are going to stamp that in garden green ink. Oops, I moved you guys. I moved you guys. Okay, super easy. We're just going to get this inked up. Make sure I got it good. I'll give this a good press right here. There we go. Put that aside. We'll clean the stamp off. You've got to clean your stamp offs as you go, because if you don't, your fingers are going to end up in it and you're going to get ink all over your fingers. So you want to make sure you clean that stamp off real good. And then for the inside, I've used the Yay, So Happy For You sentiment, and that's from the Bright Borders, and I'm stamping it in Fresh Freesia. I love these bright colors together too. Just make sure I get enough ink on there. Yay, so happy for you. Now again, this would be good for congratulations, or you know, maybe somebody got engaged and you just wanted to, yay, so happy for you, let's celebrate. It's kind of pretty with the floral designer series paper background. So next we are going to go ahead and stamp this out. Not stamp, we're going to punch it out. And I just come in here and I kind of line this up to where I want to punch it. Ooh, my hands are shaky today. And then I kind of squeeze gently. That's not very straight. Let's do this a little better. There. I just squeeze it and then I punch. So we've got that one. And now we're just going to punch this out regular. No stamping. I did this with the other 3 cards this week. Now, when I designed this, I thought, well, I'm just going to have it hang off one side. I didn't like that. So I'm going to do what I did on my other cards and cut it. Now, if you like that, you can leave it. If you don't even want to layer it, you can just pop that right up there. But I do think that layering it adds a little bit of extra dimension to it. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these corners on. Super easy. Again, you can just run your Stampin' Seal over this if you prefer your Stampin' Seal. Just line it up. That's why I've got this glue. Oops, 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 oops. There we go. Is that good? No, I see a little corner out there. It's hard without my glasses. I think that's good. Then we're going to do the same here. Now don't forget, tomorrow, if you're watching, tomorrow's the last day to place an order to get your kit for free. And I'm telling you, it's great to have these kits in your stash, because it's super easy, and if you need a quick card, you've got that with your directions and you can easily put it together. So this is bugging me, this one. Ugh. I've got a little bit, you can probably see it right there. I have a little bit of that hanging over, but I'm not going to cut it. I don't want to rip it. Well, I am going to cut it. So we're just going to trim that just slightly. I'm going to put my glasses on to do this. Oh, okay. Oh, that's way better. I can see. Especially when you're working with small little delicate stuff. I don't really want to cut a lot of that off. There. No, I didn't get it. There. Okay. I got most of it. So that's going to go on the front. But let's stamp the inside. What did I do here? Yes, I used Fresh Freesia. You guys like my glasses? This is the pair I wear. So this is a clear pink, and then I just pop these on. It's blue. indigo. So let's stamp this up. Fresh freesia. We're just going to stamp Let's Celebrate right here. There we go. We'll clean that off. Put that up there. And now we'll adhere this on the inside. So let me get my glue. I hope you guys have a great weekend too, ahead of you. That you're going to do something exciting, or maybe spend some time in your craft room. There we go. Just move that up slightly. So the inside is done, and now we're going to pop this up. And I've got my little bow over here. We've got to put our bow on. Pop this up on some dimensionals. What did I do with my, here they are. I think I only need 2. So let's do that. Put these over here. So happy for you. Just pop that right down. Get our bow on here. I think one of these tails needs to be shortened a bit too. Just a bit. There. Straighter, and I'll get a mini glue dot. Get that down. You could have tied the bow, you know, without making another bow. You could have just tied it on there tight, but I chose to do it this way. Just want to put that right there. Okay, and then we have to add a little bit of bling. You can't let a card go without some bling. So I'm using the Starburst sequence. The colors are crushed curry, fresh freesia, and white. So I'm going to use the fresh freesia. I'm actually going to use some big ones for the bottom and some of the little ones on the top here, on the tag. So here's one. Here's another one. Then I'm going to use these 2 smaller ones for right here. And right there. And why don't we just add another one up here? There we go. So we got 5 of them all together. So that is the last card in our weekly card class kit to go. I do prefer this one compared to that one, but I wanted to try something different, so that's why I designed it like that. So anyways, thanks for joining me today, you guys. And don't forget, leave me a message, a comment on where you're watching from. I love to see where everybody chimes in from. So have a great, wonderful weekend. And fingers crossed, I'll have another weekly card class kit to go for next week for you guys. I'll pre-record it though, because I will be gone. All right, see you later. Have a great weekend.